ready and try to get the right spot. Since you don't know what junior church is, we'll just go ahead and explain it a little bit to you. It's basically just church. We have, they're 8 to 12, or pretty close. It ends up being probably about 9 to 13 when I finally run them out. They get so old they hate to get involved in the little kiddie stuff when they sing, but they like being down there. So it kind of cramps the style for the younger kids because they can get real excited. So I eventually run them out. Some of them do a lot of work for me, so I let them stay till about 17. I think Julia and Joanne and Lily stayed forever. Stayed at home. I was begging them to stay. Brother, we're 18. But anyway, so we just have church, and the whole point is to try to teach them about what big church is. And, we try to go through the Bible about 3 times while we're down there, and it's just hitting the major stories of the Bible, to where when they get up here and preachers are preaching, they know the story, they know where it's going. Obviously, there's salvation, there's an intent with that, but it's more or less just to get, mainly is to get the Bible in them and to teach them about church. What's a deacon? What's a pastor? That type of stuff. What's a missionary? And they get their mind, they learn a lot of that stuff while they're there, and then just builds on it when they become a member up here in this service. Now, when we start the day, we'll usually start off, and I'll start talking. They'll come in and sit down, and we'll start talking, and I'll ask them questions, ask them if they gave out tracts. The last few weeks, a lot of them said they've led people to the Lord. But I asked Brother Ryan and Ms. Cresta to start helping me a few years ago, and that gives us an opportunity to go back and forth and spend some time up here in this. And a lot of ladies throughout the years have been a blessing teaching down there. But anyway, so we'll start off talking a little bit, then we'll, once we do that, we do the pledges. The 3 pledges, same as we do during Bible school. And after we do the pledges, we do what's called the books of Bible. The books of Bible on the wall down there, and we just say them. We say them every Sunday until they finally get to the point where they know them, and they have to look at them and read them, or if they can look away, and then we try to get them to say them to us at some point, and do that. Then we have some singing, and then we'll take up an offering. The offering's for a missionary. We'll pick one missionary and keep it for about 6 months. At the end of that 6 months, we'll send that offering to the missionary. The last one, I believe, was might have been Brother Strauss, I think. But anyway, we do that. Go over the names of the missionary, their wife, and their children, and we just try to talk about it a little bit throughout that 6 months, so they'll know who it is, what a missionary is, what they do. And then, so that's with the offering. And after the offering, we'll usually sing birthdays to whoever's got a birthday, and we try to, whoever's got a visitor, we try to give them a candy bar, something like that. And then we have teaching, some ladies will teach, then we have preaching. And we've been doing it since about 2005. But we also try to memorize Scripture. We'll write the Scripture up on the whiteboard. They'll say it. I'll pick on one of them. They'll wipe one word off, and they'll say it again. Then they'll wipe a word off, and they'll say it again. And they'll wipe another word off. I take turns. They pick, all the girls, it got started a long time ago, but the girls, when they pick a word to take off the whiteboard, until all the words are gone, they can say it without any words up there. They always take off he or him. Most of them have it, and the boys are very frustrated. And they think it's hilarious. They just think it's funny. But it started a long time ago, so you girls that were in junior church, you should do that. It has been passed on, and they still do it. Ava Bass loves it. Already loves it. They think it's, and they look for boys when they do it. Him, he, his, everyone they do. So we have a good time down there. But we're going to start off with the books of the Bible. All right? Y'all ready?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 1 Kings, 1 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs.
raging, it's my faithful sword, a shelter from life's troubled storm. It's a light to my pathway and a lamp to my feet. When this world gets so dark I can't see, and I've not made a change in one word that it says, but it sure made a change in me. This blessed old book that I hold in my hand is true from beginning to end. It's a solid foundation where I firmly stand. Sin kept me from it, now it keeps me from sin. Think what it costs just to hold in my hand. It reminds me that I owe a great debt to all of the martyrs who've gone to the stake and quoted with their dying breath. Now its critics are many and believers are few, but one thing I found to be true: if you find when you read it that there's something wrong, there's something wrong with you. This blessed old book that I hold in my hand, it's true from beginning to end. It's a solid foundation where I firmly stand. Sin kept me from it, now it keeps me from sin. Blessed old book that I hold in my hand, it's true from beginning to end. It's a solid foundation where I firmly stand. Sin kept me from it, now it keeps me from sin. Sin kept me from it, now it